Hello, welcome to Buying on a Budget. My name is Fai. Today I'm going to review an excellent, I think it's an endgame headphone for me, the Massdrop Plus IEM, and I bought this for $300 US. You can go to their website to buy this, and it's excellent. Actually, I waited for this so long, and finally I got this. And firstly, actually, when I plug in my computer, the sound like crap. And then I realized it's the impedance. And when I plug in my iPhone 5S, which has a pretty good impedance paired with this, and the sound is excellent, the clarity is superb, and the bass, elevated bass, they advertise this is a reference IEM with some elevated bass, so you expect a pretty flat response. But when you come to the bass, it's very good, and it's actually so far so good. It's pretty good for me, and the sound is excellent. So it is how it looks like on my ear, and for reference, I would like to use a metaphor for how this IEM sounded, because this is like a more crystal clear and it's neutral sound. So in a metaphor of photos, I would say it is a 4K accurate monitor, which is not always good. For example, if you shoot pictures, shoot photos, sometimes you don't always want the most accurate picture. You want some more saturation, you want some more contrast, you want to do some post-processing to your photos, and this one does not do any, and it's a neutral sound with boosted bass. So do you really need 4K? Do you really need the most accurate sound? If you do, this might be very good, because I find that very useful for me to do some critical listening. But for this, you really have to think if your source is good or not. If it's bad, it only amplifies the bad of that. But if your source is good, it might actually surprise you. But I'm gonna tell you something when you have to be careful before you purchase, is that the ear tips is not the best. They give you some foam tips, but I can never plug them in. I don't know why. Did they give me a wrong size, or I have to squeeze really hard? I don't know, but I just couldn't get it right. And the tube is rather short here, so you might like it, you might not like it. I find this to be pretty good. The isolation is pretty good. The build quality is overall just decent. One thing to complain is the cable is actually not very ideal. The sound is alright. I don't think it changes anything, but the fact that there is some plastic outside makes it very toyish, very cheap. I think they do this because it can increase the durability of this, and I think that is true, but I see a lot of people on forums saying that they need to change their cable because this cable just sucks for them. I will use it for now and then may change it later when I really think I cannot get used to this. But so far I think I kinda get used to this. So if you buy this earplug, or not earplug, if you buy this IEM, you should really be careful of the impedance of your daily driver, because most of the devices have a too high of a impedance, so they have to buy some converter to lower the impedance to get the maximum result. And at first I almost want to return this. I was like, whoa, is it something bad, or I didn't plug in enough? And also you have to really plug in. I borrowed this to my friend, and he didn't plug very inside, and he said, wow, why is all the vocals so backward, so far away from me? And then I was like, oh, you didn't plug this in enough. So I think some people say this earphone can compare with some 1,000 US earphone. Then I think it's kind of true, but you do get some drawback, because you know it's a $300 IEM, so it's just a 300 thing. So don't expect a 2,000, 3,000 or 4,000 or 1,000. Just take it as what it is. It's it will exceed your hope or expectation. So that's it pretty much. If you like this video, please subscribe, comment, and if you find it helpful, comment and suggest what I can do next time. I might not do earphone anymore since I don't need that many. I gifted all the previously I bought them and refilled them and then gifted it to my friends because I just have 2 years, because you know, and I'm happy with my final E2000, which I reviewed before, and this one, and they have 2 different characteristics, since one is dynamic driver and this one have 3 balanced amateur for each side, BA driver, and it's a very different story. The sound is not so similar, I would say, but it's a different flavor, so I will change them depends on time to time, you know. So that's it really pretty much. Bye bye.